Hi, come read with me. This book is called The Sheep Who Wouldn't Sleep, illustrated by Richard Merritt. Little Sheep hopped up and down as fireflies darted here and there across the night sky. Time to go to sleep, Little Sheep, Mom and Dad called from the barn. But Little Sheep didn't listen. After all, it was fun chasing fireflies. The next morning, bright and early, the rooster sang, "Cock-a-doodle-doo!" All the barn animals woke up full of energy and ready to face the day. However, Little Sheep wasn't full of energy. Chasing fireflies had kept Little Sheep awake way past bedtime, and now it was hard to get going. "What's the matter, Little Sheep?" Wee Piglet asked. "Aren't you ready to play? Everyone is going to the playground." "No, I'm too tired," Little Sheep answered, snuggling back in the hay and falling fast asleep. Later, when Little Sheep woke up, the farm animals were already eating lunch. Little Sheep overheard them talking about all the fun they had at the playground. "Aw," Little Sheep cried, "I wanted to have fun too." Little Duck waddled over and said, "We wish you would have been there, Little Sheep. The new slide was fun." Little Sheep imagined the new slippery slide and regretted staying up so late chasing fireflies. "I guess I'll have to wait for another day to have fun at the playground with my friends," Little Sheep said sadly. That evening, Little Sheep looked out the window waiting for the first star to come out. After all, there was a wish to be made. However, it was too cloudy to see the stars. "It's time to go to sleep, Little Sheep," Mom and Dad said. But Little Sheep stayed awake, hoping the clouds would float away and a wish could be made. When the sun came up the next morning, Farmer Ben gathered all the animals together and said, "I painted the side of the barn, so please stay away from the wet paint today." However, Little Sheep was so tired it was difficult to concentrate on what Farmer Ben was saying. Growing sleepier by the moment, Little Sheep dozed off, leaning against the wet paint. "Little Sheep," cried Baby Calf, "you have blue paint all over your fleece." Little Sheep looked down. There was indeed blue paint everywhere. When Farmer Ben saw what had happened, he said, "Little Sheep, look at the mess you made. You are so tired you can hardly stay awake. I think you need to get more sleep." That night, Little Sheep wanted to stay up late to hear the crickets play their music. They used their tiny legs to make chirping sounds, and it was fun to hear them play. "Little Sheep, it's time to go to sleep," Mom and Dad said. But the little sheep stayed awake, listening to the chirp, chirp, chirp of the crickets' happy songs. The next day, all the farm animals had a jumping contest to see who could jump over the fence. The one who jumped the highest would win. First, Little Pony jumped high over the fence. Next, Little Frog jumped even higher. Finally, Little Rabbit jumped the highest. "Your turn," the animal said to the little sheep. Little Sheep was so tired but decided to give it a try anyway. Little Sheep backed up, got off a running start, and splat fell just short of the fence. Farmer Ben saw this and took Little Sheep aside. He said, "Sleep is very important, especially for little animals who are still growing. So, the next time your mom and dad say it's time for bed, you should listen to them." That night, Little Sheep's parents came to say good night. When they got to Little Sheep's stall, they saw quite a sight. "1, 2, 3, counted Little Sheep. "What are you counting?" they asked. "I'm counting sheep," Little Sheep exclaimed. "It helps me fall asleep, so I'll have lots of energy tomorrow." With that, Little Sheep's parents gave a hug and a kiss and said, "Good night, Little Sheep. Sleep tight." The end.